Welcome back, riders. Today we have a very special episode. As for me and Joseph, it has been 5 years running this channel. So happy anniversary to us, and a big thank you to everyone who followed us straight through those 5 years, and also anybody who's joined along the way, enjoyed our content, even though we kind of change our channel from here and then. We still try to perform content for you guys throughout these 5 years, and loved it. So far, so good.
Yes. Reiterating on what Carlos said, thank you so much, writers, for everything. We really appreciate y'all. It's been a very fun journey, and hopefully there's more to come. So we're super excited about that one. And yeah, again, thank you so much. Y'all don't know how much we appreciate the comments, the interactions, the fact that y'all even view our stuff. Because the plan with this was just having fun. Obviously, all of you, well, if you've been with us from the start, you know that Carlos and I wanted this to be similar to when, back in the day, we used to just chill out in the car or on the car, just
Oh yeah,
talking.
it's
Yeah,
the
just
reason we got the
talking.
name.
It's the reason we got the name, and we just talk shit until like 2 or 3 in the morning. Talking about life, talking about all sorts of stuff, and we sort of wanted to emulate that in the form of a YouTube channel, and yeah, so that's how we essentially got here. So,
It's been great.
yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, y'all know how we do. We're gonna hop right into the nerd news. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We always appreciate y'all. And yeah, let's get right into this. So, do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
Okay, let me go ahead and start off real quick for you guys. We're gonna pass through the nerd news. Then we got a little special thing for you guys. For those of you who've been here for a while, you might recognize it. Um, First bit of nerd news for me is Werewolf by Night 2. I don't know if you've ever seen the first one.
No.
No? It's an MCU Disney Plus story that came out on Halloween. I don't even remember what year. And it was about a certain comic called Werewolf by Night, and it featured Man-Thing, if you recognize that Marvel superhero. And it was successful. It was like 90% Rotten Tomatoes, very good. It was in black and white, and then they released it in color later. The point is, it is getting a season 2, and there's a rumor that this Werewolf by Night might be leading into Midnight Suns, which means they could be
Ooh.
joining either a Blade movie, or Blade will be part of them, and kind of like a whole Halloween team going on there. So I thought that was pretty cool to bring out. Production has just started, so there's not really a lot to go on for story wise, or even like I don't even think they've maybe filmed anything yet. I don't know. But jumping onto that with the other Marvel news I got is Jessica Jones is already been spoiled because fans can't help but take photos. She is in Daredevil Born Again season 2. Which, since that's already spoiled, Marvel Television has thrown hints of maybe what to do with her after Daredevil Born Again, and they don't know to go with a full-on TV series again for her, or just a small special like Werewolf by Night, where it's just about 5 episodes.
Okay.
So Jessica Jones might still be there for those fans who really love Jessica Jones. I liked her. I didn't, it wasn't one of the shows I really loved, but I like her. She's a good character, and if she's gonna continue her own show, then that's cool. Other news. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but Percy Jackson and the Olympian season 2.
Okay. No,
Did
I
you
have
see season
not.
1?
No. Probably because I don't have the streaming service, but okay.
All right, so season 2 is coming out. Still following the first book though. Even with season 1, it didn't end with how the first book ends. It's still just going along with the first book, even though I think Percy Jackson has like 5 books. I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure. Trailer came out, looked pretty cool. They look a little bit older. It's nice. Uh, Another show coming out, which I believe maybe Joseph might have a little interest in. I don't know if you saw the teaser trailer for it.
A
It is called
little.
The Devil in Disguise, which The Devil in Disguise is about John Wayne Gacy, a
Ooh.
Peacock TV series about everything
Fucking
that he
Peacock.
did throughout the time he did it. So it's only a teaser, kind of eerie, and it only shows him at the end. But still, I know that that's going to be a big thing, especially with the way. What was that show called? Monster Inside? Whatever. It was about a.
Um.
Dharma?
What?
His name's not
Dahmer?
Dharma.
Dahmer?
Dahmer, thank you. Especially the way that show exploded. This is something similar, but instead of Netflix, it is Peacock. And yeah, I know that that's something that you've interested in. A lot of people kind of have this fascination with serial killers. So go
Yeah.
ahead and see the story of how he became who he became.
Mhm.
And last but not least of my news is I hope you've seen this. I hope you've seen this information where the BoJack Horseman creator Raphael Bob Waskberg is back creating a new show.
Oh,
Have you not seen it?
no.
Good. Unfortunately, BoJack is over, but he is starting a new series for Netflix, and it is called. Let me see the name right here. Blah, 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 blah. Damn, I
I don't
totally
think.
lost it. Where'd it go?
There you go. Yeah, it's.
Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, I saw the title. It is called Long Story Short. It follows the story of three siblings, their triumphs, their ups and downs. They go from stories of when they were kids to teenagers to adults, and every
Oh my.
episode kind of goes back and forth from the past, present, and future of their lives, going through a bunch of hardship and gut wrenching stuff that BoJack Horseman creator knows what to do.
Shit. I was. You said three siblings, and all I could think about were the three kids from Horsing Around, and I was like, no way.
No,
Can you
no, I
imagine?
wish, I wish. It's one sister and two brothers. And
Okay.
there's a little teaser trailer, and it's literally just them fighting in the back of the car as kids, and then all of a sudden it swaps to them fighting in the back of the car as adults.
Interesting.
So it comes out in August. Personally, I can't wait to see it. I know you probably feel the same way. I don't know if it's going to hit us just as hard as BoJack Horseman did, but if this is the same writer and creator we're talking about, it's going to be sad. It's going to be a
Facts.
sad one. Yes,
Facts.
it is.
That's actually super excited. No, I didn't hear anything about that. But yeah, I mean, BoJack is absolutely fantastic. I can't stress enough to people to
Oh
watch
yeah.
it. Um, even though it's very hard for them to like get through it, when they do, I feel like they find that it was worth it. So at
They're
least that
called
much I
the
can.
Schuber siblings. Schuber.
Uber, Uber,
Chwooper. That's their
Super,
last name. Schuber siblings.
super siblings. That's hilarious.
Oh.
Um,
And
so
that is
yeah,
all I have for you guys, at least on my end. Save the best
that's
for
pretty.
last.
That's pretty exciting. Yeah, I did not know anything about that, so I'm very excited to hear about that. Now, I've got a couple of things. I'm going to try to make it quick so we can jump into our next segment. Obviously, the first thing I want to touch up on is the fact that they confirmed that Cyberpunk Edge Runner Season 2 is officially in production. They did a little teaser trailer for that, and it was
Did they?
it was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. There was a child at the end, and it's a little
Oh.
elusive to some
Oh.
things, so
Okay.
we'll
Cool. Cool. That's a
see.
good anime. If anyone hasn't seen it, go see it. But you
A
got to
hundred
stomach
percent.
violence.
Yeah, 100% shit. Um, the next thing I wanted to talk about, obviously in the TCG realm, is the secret lair drop for Sonic the Hedgehog. We already talked about that,
Mm.
but they
Yeah.
they revealed the bonus card, which I did mention, and we had speculations that it might be the One Ring, based off of what a friend of mine Taco
One
said.
ring.
However, they finally confirmed it. It's not the One Ring. It's actually a card called Lotus Petal. For those of you who are familiar with Magic, basically, Lotus Petal is they've made a lot of variations to Black Lotus.
Black Lotus. Yeah.
Lotus Petal being somewhat like that, not as strong, of course. It's an artifact that costs 0 to play, and then you tap it, sacrifice it, and you make 1 mana of any color. It's a mana rock. It's
Is it
very,
similar to
very.
Sonic World?
This is the fun part. The Lotus Petal, and there are 7,
Oh.
are
Oh.
each one of the Chaos Emeralds. They come
Mm.
in different colors, which means you are not going to get. You're only going to get 1 bonus card per pack. So if you want to collect all
Damn.
7 colored, Lotus petals, you better get those pockets lined and ready because it's gonna be a little bit of a bitch to get all of the Chaos Emeralds.
Just a
Plus
little.
we don't yeah, we don't know what colors are gonna be the most popular. Maybe some are harder to get than others. That will determine the price range for these cards. Plus the fact that Lotus Petal is a commander staple will make it harder as well. Then we also have to talk about the fact that they're also including the Master Emerald Shrine, which is Command Tower. It's just a land that creates mana based on your commander's identity. I like the colors. Um, it's it's a standard card in like every commander deck, but it's not really worth a lot. So
Oh.
it's not the chase bonus card that you're looking for in this secret lair. I mean, will you want one? Yes, to complete the set, but it's not what
Man,
you're gonna really be after, at least in my opinion.
if you had all the emeralds, like logistically, if you had all the emeralds, how much do you think that price would cost?
Well, okay, we have to factor in the fact. Well, we have to factor in the fact. We have to take into account the fact that each secret lair, and we haven't seen prices yet, but I'm assuming its foils are within a foil set is within the $49.99 range. There's another fact to consider, which I haven't really looked into because I haven't really seen details. But because there's so many cards, I'm assuming that this set is going to be broken into different sets. Like if you want the main Sonic characters, that'll be one set. If you want these, it'll be one set. If you want this other thing, it'll be one set. I have a creeping suspicion that to get the entirety of it, the bundle, which they'll probably sell, it's going to run you maybe around anywhere from $150 to $250. That's what I'm thinking, personally.
That's not too bad.
Um, yeah. So, and that's the foil edition, of course. Again, I'm not super familiar with Secret Lair prices just because I've only got maybe like two or three. So that's just me going based off of the fact of what I've seen here or there. I've seen like a couple of the fact that there's a lot of cards with this collaboration. So that's what I'm basing that premise, that stipulation off of. So I'd say maybe, granted, getting all the emeralds and depending on because it's print to order, there's going to be a lot in the market. It could. I honestly don't know. If I look up like how much a Lotus Petal is right now, let me see. Let's go to TCG Player, not a sponsor. Lotus Petal. Okay. So once my phone decides to actually cooperate with me on this one and give me that information.
Of course.
Okay, so wow, Lotus Petal, it varies. It goes from like, I want to say the average is anywhere from like 16 to $30, more or less. Let's say the average is like, yeah, $25 as an average. The one that costs the most is it's like a masterpiece, which is basically like a very exclusive card that you could get from a set called Kaladesh, which is currently at
Oh,
$430. Uh,
Jesus.
but generally, it ranges from like 16 to $30. So we can assume that because these are secret lair, because they're print to order, we can maybe see them for like 30, $40 a pop. If it goes too crazy, maybe like 50 because scalpers are crazy. But I wouldn't expect it to go much higher than that. So if you wanted to get the entire set, you're looking at maybe if you didn't get a secret lair at all, you're maybe looking to be set back anywhere from $350 to $400 to complete the 7 emeralds plus the command tower. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Okay,
Any
so
real Sonic fan would do it.
you real Sonic fan, show us. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is actually within the music realm, and that's going to be the fact that Deftones recently dropped a single called "My Mind Is a Mountain."
Damn,
Um,
Deftones.
Deftones, I know, right? I've been listening to. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why is this so slow? I'm gonna listen to that in a little bit, probably when I'm at the gym. And yeah, I've been listening to the White Pony record for I want to say past 2 weeks. I've been listening to it pretty nonstop. So there's that. There, I've got two more pieces of nerd news. One is obviously, and this is a little bit old already, but I just wanted to go ahead and mention it. Is the fact of the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle trailer that they did. I don't know if you caught
Yeah.
that. It was really dope. Obviously, we got to see that the animation just looks spectacular, and everybody's going crazy with how Zenitsu just looks fucking pissed.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. He's in the zone.
he's in a zone. Yeah, he's in a mood. So that's pretty exciting. And last but not least is going to be talking about James Gunn Superman's uh, reviews. And
Ooh.
apparently it's getting pretty good reviews with 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's the actual like critic score, and then 96% audience review.
Ooh, I mean, it comes out for general audiences tomorrow,
Yeah, well,
so we'll see.
no, because remember Puerto Rico gets it early.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
what's.
I've had a couple of people on my socials talk about the movie, and they said they actually really liked it. So it's promising.
That's
For
good, dude.
Yeah, it's promising for a Superman movie. I'm super excited about that, and yeah, we'll have to see for ourselves and see if it's what's the hubbub.
It's gonna be interesting, because Superman comes out first, and then Fantastic Four.
Hmm.
There's a critic who said, which obviously we can't take the word of critics because they're not Marvel fanboys, that Fantastic Four is one of the best Marvel films since Endgame. I don't know how to take that. I'm gonna take it with a full grain of salt in my mouth
Them
because,
them be fighting words.
yeah, exactly. That's a big thing to say. So I don't know, but I really hope. In a way, I kind of hope that Marvel and DC are kind of going fisticuffs on this, but
Yeah,
I'm excited for both.
fisty cups,
Yeah, fisticuffs.
fisty cuffs,
Oh, cuffs. Yeah, that one.
fisty cuffs.
I wish I had an animation of like a thing with like cups going like.
Cups. That's actually pretty funny. Anyways, that's all the nerd news I got. So we can go ahead and move on to our next segment, which yeah, let's do that. Super excited.
All right, guys. For those of you who have been with us for a long time, we're gonna do our passenger seat trivia. This one's more of a mini trivia, not so extensive as are the ones we used to be. And this one is solely based on our channel for us to answer questions that maybe we'll remember and to sort of go back on the memories of certain videos and things that we used to do and the way it used to look and shit.
Yeah. So let's say this because some of my questions aren't really trivia ish. They're more of a reflection, if you will.
Okay.
So
Enough.
so yeah,
I don't
keep that in
have
mind.
multiple choice, just so you know.
Yeah, me neither. It's an open. So who wants, between both of us, who do you want to start?
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead because I
Okay.
feel like my first one you're gonna get it. Okay.
Okay.
This is for you and the writers, for whoever is that big of a fan of us, which I would be surprised. Okay. What was our first reaction video?
Our first reaction video. Shit. Okay, so I think it was a trailer. Had to be a trailer.
Correct. It was a trailer.
To what though? Okay. I'm gonna ask questions to sort of, because
Yeah.
for the life of me I can't remember. Um, was it an anime?
No, no anime.
Is it animation?
It is a form of animation, yes.
Was it cyberpunk?
No, but you're warm.
It's not cyberpunk, but I'm warm.
And by the way, the first reaction video was his idea.
Jeez, just goes to show. Um, Never get old, kids. Anyways, you said I'm warm, but it's not cyberpunk, and it's animation. What other animation that has to do with cyberpunk or in the
It
realm
doesn't.
of?
I was gonna say, don't think cyberpunk too strongly. Think of what cyberpunk is.
Do you mean like in the future?
No, I mean, what is cyberpunk when it first came out?
Oh, a video game. Oh, it was okay. So is it a? It's a video game.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, you're not gonna say it's okay. So you already said it's not cyberpunk.
No, it's
So I
not
can't go
cyberpunk.
with that. What video game did we talk about first, or did we react to first? Must have been something that I was wanting to get. I know we didn't do Wukong because that was old by the time we got into this. Damn, dude, I don't know.
All right. Uh, for those of you out there, I don't know if you go ahead and are yelling it or not, but it was Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. That was our
Oh,
first reaction video. He really wanted to react to it, wanted to try something new there. And so we
yeah,
did it, and we reacted to it was like a cinematic trailer they released a while back, which the game still hasn't come out.
yeah.
And
Well,
yeah,
goes
and
to
I looked
show.
at it, I looked back on it, and it was, let's just say our first reaction video didn't look that great. Let's just go
Yeah,
with that route. It looked pretty bad. Like we had our faces next to each other, not separated, and we were like in the bottom screen, like right here.
yeah.
And
It
it
was
looked
pretty.
really bad.
It was pretty wonky. All right.
Oh,
Well, shit. I did not remember that at all. That's crazy.
I mean, it's a one.
Okay, so again, mine's are more of like a reflection than it is actual trivia. What video and or videos was the most fun to record?
Oh, I see. I see. Oh shit. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I, I hate editing episode videos, but I loved like making them, like in the sense of recording them were the most fun. Watching an episode with you was a lot of fun. Editing the
Mm,
process was annoying. But
right.
watching things like Arcane and Invincible, especially when we didn't know, we didn't never spoiled it for ourselves. It's like when we were back in Puerto Rico watching it, like watching episodes together and stuff like that. So that was always really fun for me. Even though recording was a bitch, and YouTube has this kind of rules.
Editing, you mean?
Oh, editing, yeah, and YouTube has all these rules against the way you edit episodes. So that part was always tedious, and there's a reason we sort of gave up on that. But I always liked watching the episodes.
Yeah, I mean, for me, probably the video or videos that were the most fun to record, obviously, were the ones where we actually were in the same room. Just because the energy was there, like we were bouncing off of each other, like it was so fun to record that way. And yeah, those moments like that where we could actually sit down and converse and not having to look at each other through a screen, basically,
Oh yeah,
uh,
yeah.
was in my opinion like the most fun that I had recording. So yeah, yeah.
You
Anyways,
remember
you're up.
the episode after that? It was called Evicted. We talked
Evicted, I
about
know
why.
what had happened. Yeah, the changes to it, the basically the changes to our channel that were upcoming because we were transitioning from a podcast to more of a reaction thing because of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. My next question, because mine are in forms of questions, is what was the TV episode reaction video, I guess if you want to say, with the most views?
TV episode.
Like we're watching an episode, and that specific episode of that TV show got the most views out of any
Um, I,
episode that we've watched?
I think it has to be episode. I'm not sure if it's episode 15 or 17 of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the one where he fights Mahoraga.
That is
Yeah.
correct, sir. 1.7K out of any other video. The only thing that ever comes that sort of not even comes close is episode 3 of the first season of Arcane was 936. So
Yeah.
not even that close. And that was our most viewed episode. Again, I really enjoyed it. The fight scene was freaking amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm assuming maybe people really jumped on it because of, I don't want to say it like this, but
What it
sort of like
was.
a clickbait,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like in the sense that we put that it was the extended version.
Blu-ray version, yeah. Which
Yeah,
it
and I
was.
feel like people really jumped, and which it was, and people really jumped on it, which was cool.
Hmm.
Because one of our episodes have never reached that high, so that was like a good
Yeah. Oh,
feeling.
you mean
It was always a good feeling to reach the K.
yeah, I always I feel like we should clarify it's not that one of our videos hadn't gotten that, that much
Oh
viewership.
yeah,
It's the reaction to an episode that never gotten
episode.
that much traction. So yeah,
Mhm.
I definitely feel you on that one. So yeah, that one was super exciting. More for you than it was for me. Well, it was for
Oh,
me because it was the first time I was seeing the Blu-ray version, I think. Um because I had seen obviously I'd seen season 2 before we actually got into it. So I already knew most of the stuff that was going to happen. So seeing the extra bits that were added because of the Blu-ray was very exciting because it was a first time
episode
thing
was
for me.
crazy,
That episode was nuts.
crazy episode. Too bad we
Yeah.
couldn't give you guys the full experience unless you hopped on Patreon.
Yeah.
But
Uh, Speaking of
that
which,
was that was it.
we still haven't done the changes to Patreon. Fuck Christ.
Done.
Anyways, next question. Speaking of videos that got a lot of views, how did you feel when we had our first video hit the 1,000 view mark? And do you remember which one it was?
You know what's funny? Is that was my third question.
No.
It was. It really was. And I wonder if we got the same answer. I wonder because maybe we saw two different videos. But the first video I saw that we reached 1,000 views was actually a reaction to a music video, and I
Oh,
believe it's "The
okay.
Glimpse of Us."
By
Am
Joji?
I wrong? No, am I right? Is that the same answer you had?
Yeah, Joji.
Yeah, it was 1.5K, and that was June 24th of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, what was crazy is, well, you have to understand, like, it was right now we're 5 years. This was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When by 3 years ago, we were already 2 years in
2 years
a
in, yeah.
sense, and we were, like the most we were getting, like that we really got excited about were like 600, 500 views. So when we
Mm-hmm.
reached that 1K mark, I was like, what? Like it was really exciting. Honestly, we it's almost that feeling of like, oh, we made it. But then you realize that's not how it works.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
the thing about YouTube is that, especially when you're not stuck on a niche thing, when you're like us who have various topics, that's just the name of the game. You're gonna have some videos that reach that K, and you're gonna have some videos that have 23 views,
Yeah.
and it's something that you sort of have to like get used to. So when you do hit that 1K, I'm not saying don't get motivated. Just know that it's once you hit that point, like you got to make sure to try to find ways to keep it up. And I think that's what really hit our mark to continue with reaction videos,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Obviously we've seen videos with, more viewership than that one, like obviously the Black Panther trailer, which obviously garnered somewhere around almost 4,400 views. Then we had the one for the I'm drawing a blank.
It was the Jack Black, the
Yeah, but it's
Tenacious
not Jack.
D.
Tenacious D. Thank you.
That
The
one caught me
Tenacious
off guard.
D music video because it's all the way up to like 5,000 something. So
Yeah, that one
yeah,
caught me
that
off guard.
yeah, it did for me too. When I saw, it, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Um, so that's obviously very exciting. And yeah, it's like you're saying, we haven't stuck to a niche. It would have been much easier to pick a, something like a niche or something that we always talked about and poured 5 years in that maybe we could have gotten like a certain type of following and it would have been consistent, and maybe it would have been easier. You know, I don't I don't think that, we would have been okay with that, because the whole point of this was talking about all sorts of stuff, not just
Hmm.
focusing on one single thing, and just an outlet for us to be able to, just talk and express ourselves, and just do something that in a sense was creative while still having fun. And
Yeah.
yeah, we weren't going to limit ourselves to something and just do that over and over. That's why we've experimented with so much between the reactions. We did gaming on this channel at one point.
Yeah. We
It's
tried
just been
doing a
fun.
separate channel to our channel.
Yeah, and it's been fun. The whole experience, it's been a learning curve for sure. We're just two old dudes who aren't really that tech savvy. So it's definitely been a learning curve against versus some people who like know how to work the algorithm, and they know
Yeah.
what's popular, what's trending, and how to attack. you know a lot of people do scripts. We do all of our shit improv. Like we've never done a script ever.
I'm gonna let you guys on a little inside because it's something probably we haven't shared on this channel, but there are some reaction episodes, TV episodes, where we've had to re-react to them because the audio was out and it didn't
Dude.
capture it, and we had to rewatch the episode and try to perform the same reaction. I think that was the only time we were acting, but there are some
Yeah.
episodes you might not catch them because I don't even remember which ones they are, but there were some
Yeah.
episodes we had to do that on.
It was only like two or three at most. It really sucks
It
too,
was
because
yeah.
yeah, because it's literally technical difficulties that fucked us over. And we're caught between a rock and a hard place, because we have to give content. We don't want to like deprive anyone of if they're actually watching us and watching
Yeah.
through the episodes or the series with us, and cut out an episode. It wouldn't make sense. But we also don't want to just be there like, hey guys, we saw this already, but we're just going to look at the screen
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like an
yeah, yeah,
hour,
yeah.
and pretend that, and essentially the good thing about rewatching though is the fact that maybe we caught some details that we didn't catch on the first watch,
Mhm.
and then those were genuine reactions. But of course, we do have to add a certain level of enthusiasm, especially when we already got it out the first time. So it kind
Yep,
of
it's true.
sucks, and it is unfortunate, but it's stuff that happens. Now, let's go to my third question, and it's going to be, with the experience that you have now with the channel. Basically, how would you approach the channel knowing what you know now, and what changes would you make?
I approached the channel. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I was looking at some episodes from us, man, from the beginning. And I'm gonna tell you guys that the way I would approach the channel now is like Joseph said, improv, confidence, and just shooting the shit with your friend. In the beginning, we were so nervous, and the
Yeah,
way we did it was like almost like we wanted it to be scripted and give this persona of how YouTubers act. But to be real, you just gotta like you sort of just have to be yourself. After the experience of 5 years, honestly, when you get on YouTube or social media, just be yourself.
yeah,
I think that's the best way you can be honest with people and get like the followers that you want because they
exactly.
like you for exactly who you are instead of like the pretending stuff. Things
Hmm.
that I would change to my channel is if I had if I had a ton of money, I'd get a production crew for sure, and I'd pay a editor.
Facts. Facts. Um, so if obviously knowing what I know now, how would I approach a channel if we were starting this up again? Obviously, you know, editing has been a learning curve. We've learned so much. We've gotten somewhat better at it. You're right though. I would still want to hire like an editor if we had like the means to do so. There's also, I always mention this to people. I feel like we had great equipment when we started. Like the quality of the videos was much nicer. We had the microphone, and the audio was pretty good, and
We
the
were just more
video was,
awkward.
like, our content and the way we acted was just off. And now that our content and the way we vibe is so much easier and so much better, but then we have like this fucking blurry background, the shitty fucking camera. We at least we have somewhat of a decent microphone and we make it work, but it's not the same. And it's not easy because we're not in the same place. We're not in the same place, which it was much easier to record that way with like a DSLR camera. And then if
Yeah.
we were together, we'd have different camera angles where we could do a lot of different things with the editing, which we can't do, unfortunately, with the way we're set up now. So that's something that I definitely change. Obviously, from the get go, we do a lot of stuff different with like the thumbnails, which I feel like we've been getting so much better at.
Oh yeah, I remember the first thumbnails. They were just kind
Yeah,
of pasting stuff everywhere.
they were pretty bad. But yeah, just stuff like that, and that's basically it. I mean, changes I've already mentioned them. Like, if I could, I'd honestly try to fix up the quality. The one thing I think that maybe if writers aren't too familiar, if this is the first time you're watching one of our videos and you've gotten this far, by the way, kudos to you. I was talking to somebody today who literally subscribed to the channel because I made
Oh,
mention
nice.
of at work, and then she said, like, I try to listen to you guys, but things I'm not good with, like long podcasts. And she was telling me, like, yeah, 20 minutes, believe it or not, is a lot of time. And I get it. It's something that maybe for a lot of people, like, I like watching videos that are like an hour long if I'm really interested in the
I
subject
listen
matter.
to podcasts that are like an hour long. Well,
Yes,
at least I
and
do.
yeah, and I'll do it like on my way to work, and I'll just put it in the background. But not everybody's like that though, and that's the thing. But yeah, all in all, if you've gotten this far, kudos to you. Thank you for the viewership. We really appreciate it. But yeah, it. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something regarding the
You
writers
got
in
this.
general. Yeah, I'm getting back to it because I was gonna talk about like I guess the quality. What
Well,
was I gonna
things are
talk about?
definitely different. Different from the
Oh,
quality of when we started.
got it. For anyways, for those of you who got through this, kudos to you. But what I want to say is essentially, if you've stuck around with us for a while, or if you don't know, Carlos and I, we both have pretty demanding jobs. Carlos is in what, 14, 16 hours a day, some crazy
Yeah,
shit
about
like that.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, I come home, plus I have a whole slew of like I don't know, routine stuff that I have to do, and we honestly don't have that much time. Like, we pick out this day, this time, this small window of time to record, and then we'll be late on some of our dropping some of the videos because of the editing. Point is, basically we just, most of our time is already committed elsewhere, and it's not that we don't want to dedicate time to the channel. We do. It's just we have to manage with what we have. So it's been very difficult. It's not the same as maybe a person who has a lot more free time and is able to, like, put a lot more effort, or not effort, just a lot more time and details and stuff into like their channel. It's the truth. We try to do the best we can with the time that we have, and we try to make it work. So we're just very appreciative of the fact that there's people out there who actually give us viewership and have actually stuck with us throughout these 5 years. Like, we're really, really thankful for that. And yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, that's basically all I had to say about that.
To leave you guys with one last bonus question for Joseph. And obviously this is, I had to go back to it. On our first video, what was on top of our desk?
Oh, was it Pathfinder? Was it a Funko Pop of Pathfinder?
It was a Funko Pop of Pathfinder.
It was there Frieza on
It was
there?
Frieza. Yeah.
Oh shit. What else was there? It was the Oh
Oh, it's
shit!
one more, man. There's one more thing. Exclude the mic, not the mic. It's something else.
It wasn't a pop figure. It wasn't a figure.
No.
It wasn't a book. It wasn't a video game. Fuck, what was it? I don't know.
It was a big green dice.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
remember
you
that one.
had this big green dice. I don't know where you got it from, but it was
Yeah,
pretty funny. I look back on our first video. First of all, for those writers who want to go look back on it, it is hilarious now. We
pretty
know that it's
cringy.
hilarious. We did a cringy job at it. The voices barely match the mouths. Our,
Yo, so
our, our background is this black paper wallpaper shit, and we were awkward. We were very robotic. We didn't know how to act or what to say, or we wanted to be, like I said before, some type of form of YouTube personalities that we were trying to manifest, and it just wasn't doing well. But
yeah,
we had a lot of support from our friends and family on that video that garnered at least 400 views. So thank you for everyone in the beginning from our friends and family to kind of push us to get better, because we did get better. We're a
yeah.
lot more fluid now, and that's fantastic. Also, in the first video, and this is why I'm not wearing a Hawaiian shirt today, because on the first video I had a Michael Myers shirt on. I have a Michael Myers shirt on today for our 5 years, because I lost the last one. It got too small.
Mm,
That's right. I was skinny when I started. But yeah, honestly, go back, check out the video. It's really funny, guys.
yeah.
Good
If
memory.
you want to have a good laugh, make sure to go check it out. Anyways, I think that brings us to a close today. Writers, we really appreciate y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this celebration of the channel with us. And yeah, let us know down in the comments below anything you thought about the nerd news that we've mentioned so far. Let us know what you've thought about the channel. If you've been a
What was your
writer,
favorite video of ours?
what was your favorite video, or what was your favorite our favorite era? Like, was it
Oh,
the early podcast awkward era? Was it the start of the reactions, or like random reaction to trailers? Was it the
ew.
series reactions, or is it the new, the new and improved podcast style channel that we're going for? Regardless of what it is,
Oh.
let us know. And again, thank you so much for these 5 years. We really appreciate all of you. And yeah, much love.
You remember? This is your boy Carlos,
Uh-huh. And Joseph. And this is
and we are. Oh, this is the
the
passenger
passenger
seat.
seat. Shit, dude. Classic.
All right.
Classic.
Peace, guys. Take care.
Take care. Peace.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the passenger seat. Here with your host Joseph,
And Carlos.
and this is our very first video / pod. We sort of want to emulate that feeling with you guys, our viewers, over the course of this channel.
So we want you guys to take a ride with us on this channel and talk about things that we like. We can even talk about things that you guys like. You can leave a comment down below. Just put a topic, and maybe we'll talk about it on the show.
Yep.
And the ghetto.